الله أكبر الله أكبر.
Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam once sent Abu Ubaidah to Al-Bahrain to get some wealth. And when he came back, the ashab, the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, heard of his coming with this wealth. So they attended Salatul Fajr with the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam with the hope that they will receive something. And after the Salatul Fajr was completed, the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam turned around and he saw them. So he smiled at them. And then he said to them, I believe you heard that Abu Ubaidah has come from Al-Bahrain. And they said, yes. So he said, Abshiru wa ammilu ma yasurrukum. I give you glad tidings and hold on for a bit and you will receive that which pleases you. You will get something of this wealth. So he then continued to give them a message before handing over that wealth to them. What did he say? Wallahi lal faqru akhsha alaykum. By Allah, it is not poverty that I fear upon you. ولكني أخشى أن تبسط الدنيا عليكم كما بسطت على من كان قبلكم فتنافسوها كما تنافسوها فتهلككم كما أهلكتهم. But I fear that you will receive this dunya in full. You will have a lot of this dunya as the people of the past had of this dunya. And you will compete for the dunya as they have competed for the dunya. So it will destroy you in the manner that it destroyed them. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. If we sit and look at this hadith, and then we sit and look at what we are doing today, the prophecy of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam has come true. Wallahi lal faqru akhsha alaykum. By Allah, it is not poverty that I fear for you. What do I fear? I fear that you will receive the dunya like the people of the past have received it. You will have the riches of this world. And what happens when you have them? You will compete with each other as they competed with each other. So it will destroy you in the manner that it destroyed them. What are we doing today? That man built a house, so I must build a bigger house. I must show him who I am in community. That man has a business, so I'm no longer doing business so to empower myself and those around me. No, it is now a matter of power. It is now a matter of show. I must show him my business is bigger. I'm the man here. My children go to school. They must go to the best school so that I can show other people that I am the man. I drive a car. I must drive the best car. Why? Not because I want to enjoy of the wealth that Allah has given me and thank Him for it. But no, I must drive the best car so that the next man sees and says, hey, that man's become big today. أخشى عليكم أن تبسط الدنيا عليكم. The dunya has been laid before our eyes. كما بسطت على من كان قبلكم. As it was laid before the eyes of those who were before you. فَتُنَافِسُوهَا. So you will compete for it. Let us look at what is happening in the Middle East and between the different countries of the Gulf, etc. I build the biggest building. I will build an even bigger building. But you know what's the danger of that? The last part of that hadith tells us, فَتُهْلِكَكُمْ كَمَا أَهْلَكَتْهُمْ. So that dunya will destroy you in the manner that it destroyed them. Allahu Akbar. And you know what? The dunya is used by shaitan to invite us to that which will destroy us. He invites us to zina, he invites us to khamr, he invites us to competing with other people and seeing what they have and saying, I must do better than he has done. What have we done? We've forgotten that the death can reach us at any moment. Whilst we're competing, whilst I'm saying tomorrow I'm going to buy a Ferrari because that guy bought a Mercedes Benz, we don't even know that the death is written for us before we even buy that car. Allahu Akbar. So what is the value of this dunya? What is the value of this dunya? Nothing in comparison to the akhirah. What have we done? We've given up that which is everlasting, forever and ever and ever, in exchange for a few moments of this world. You know, let's take a look at our lives. I may be 30 something years old. If I look at my life and I'm to live until I'm 63 or 65, I've already passed the halfway mark in my life. I just need to complete another 30 years in the manner that I've completed these 30 to be at my death. And it's over. And that's if I am lucky. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written for my life to be that long. I don't know. Perhaps I may die tomorrow. Perhaps I may die before I leave this masjid. Allahu Akbar. Who guaranteed us life? So this is the reality of this dunya. And what are we doing? We're competing over it. We're fighting each other over it to the extent that in business we will deceive each other. Muslim deceive a Muslim. Muslim will lie to a Muslim. Muslim will cheat a Muslim. Muslim will eat the wealth of another Muslim. Allahu Akbar. Where have our values gone? How much do we believe in this dunya that we don't care to sacrifice the akhirah in exchange for it? One hadith tells us, if I'm not mistaken, it's a hadith, jifatun qadira. It's like a dead corpse that is rotting. And what are we doing? We're running after it. We're trying to grab off that dead corpse at any expense. It doesn't matter if I have to steal the other man's workers in business. I have to poach them and say, come, I'll give you a better salary. Come work for me. It doesn't matter if his operations are affected. In fact, at times it's done specifically with the intent of destroying his business and bringing it down. That's the extent of the competition that we have gone to. And it's time we spoke about this openly. Let's all, most of us or many of us are businessmen. We go out there and we engage in business. But is it the business that the Sahaba radiallahu anhum did? Are we abiding by the principles that the companions radiallahu anhum did? Or are we abiding by the principles that we believe in? The deception. Do we believe in the dunya so much that we don't care about the akhirah anymore? And that's the reality of life. That's the reality of life. You know, the Arab poet says, وَتَشْهَدُ كُلَّ يَوْمٍ دَفْنَ خِلٍّ كَأَنَّكَ لَا تُرَادُ لِمَا شَهِدْتَ. We go to the burial grounds, we go to the graveyards, and we witness the people being buried as though this is not meant for us. This is not going to happen to us. We're not going to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're not going to answer for the wealth that we have. We're not going to answer for the cheating and the deception and the lies that we have done to each other. You know, we love the dunya so much that at times people have not even buried the person and he has not even gone down into the ground 6 feet, and they begin discussing, what has he left behind? This is mine, that is mine, I will usurp this one's right, I will cheat that man of his wealth. What happened? What happened to the day when you stand before Rabbul Izzati wal Jalal, Malikul Muluk, the King of Kings, in front of him, and you have to answer and you have to say, Ya Allah, I cheated him, but forgive me today. Are you ready for that? Do you know what the consequences are? Do you know what will happen? Have you thought about that day? It's time we say, let us be straight in business. Let us not cheat each other. Let us not deceive each other.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.